Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyer.com, and we are doing cosmic healings and readings, and we have.
Hi, everyone. Ingrid H. Turner, IngridTurner.com. Here we go.
Here we go. So, guys, give us a minute. We're going to share out, and we will be right back. Hello, everyone. I'm Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyer.com. Once again, we have. Oh, you're on mute, dear. It's okay.
Well done. Ingrid H. Turner with IngridTurner.com. Try this again. All right.
And
Here
we
we
still
are.
have openings available, guys. It is $35 donation for cosmic readings and healings, or universal readings and healings, whatever you wish to call it today. It is linked in StreamYard and Facebook. First up, we have Sherry Ann Rice.
Hey, beautiful Sherry. You want me to start as per
Yeah,
usual?
sure.
Okay. We got a little rhythm here, a little system down. It's good. Okay, Sherry. First of all, thank you so much for coming on. Feeling into my body. I'm feeling a lot of tension in the back of my neck and in my head, and I'm feeling some tension in the power center. I feel like you're holding on to a lot of unnecessary stress. Now, this doesn't feel like there's not necessarily something super stressful going on in your life right now, but I feel like you've been through a lot of stress and the relatively recent past, and you're still hanging on to the energy. What you need is to clear that energy out. It's stuck in the back of your neck here and it's stuck in your shoulders. You probably feel a lot of tension in the shoulders, maybe a stiff neck, and I'm feeling the energy lodged in your power center. This is because you've been through a lot of stress. You were dealing with a lot of other people's stress, but I'm getting that the time of massive stress is done, but you're still hanging on to the energy. So you're still in kind of like this fear, fight or flight, anxious, kind of crazy making place, but you don't need to be anymore. So if you have tools and tactics, ways that you can deconstruct, like unravel the energy that is stuck in your body, that will be really beneficial for you right now. If you need to see an energy healer or take yourself on like a relaxing date, go to a spa, whatever it is that relaxes you, that's going to be really beneficial for you to prioritize right now, because I feel like you're still running around like a chicken with your head cut off because of all the stress that you just came through, but you don't need to be doing that anymore. It's downtime now. You're hit a plateau. You can enjoy this plateau and let yourself chill out and de-stress. Okay, so de-stressing for you is really important right now because you don't need to be feeling like you're feeling. You don't need to be feeling all of this like it just feels like a lot of tension and running around and busyness. The stress is done. Everything has fallen into place as it will, as it was meant to. And if it hasn't yet, it is falling into place. And so you don't have anything else to control, Okay, darling? Let me pull some cards for you. Whoa, they want to fly out. Okay, we'll try this again. Okay, 9 of Wands, 2 of Wands, the Fool, and the Son of Pentacles. Yeah, so what you've been through, the stress and the Ace of Wands, the stress you've been through it threw you out of your comfort zone. It was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. You were like running on faith, right? Just operating on faith, like, okay, I'm just moving forward blind. I don't really know what I'm doing. But you did great. You're grounded again. Everything's okay. It's the start of a new cycle. There's a new energetic beginning available to you. The big message from Spirit is to get rid of that stuff, that stuck energy, that stuck stress that you're still dealing with. Because I feel like you're still waking up in a panic, is what they're telling me, kind of like a panicking when you wake up because of all the stress that you've been under. But you're done with that. And I just had another couple of cards fly out as I was playing with the deck. We had the Ace of Swords and the Chariot card. So new beginning, new thought process, moving on, moving forward. Time to tie a knot and move on. Okay, that's what I got for you, Sherry. Thank you so much. Over to you, Thomas.
Sherry, you've got a bunch of relatives around you right now. I'm like trying to pull cards, and they're like, no, don't pull any cards. Okay, give me a second here, Sherry. Okay, they're saying you need to fucking ask us for help. They talk like this sometimes. When you need help, you need to ask us for what you need. You have, for the people that are listening, when I'm talking about mediumship, these are people that have passed over. There's some ancestors there, but I'm getting a lot more people that have passed over, family members, especially grandmas and grandmothers seem to love me for some reason in mediumship. It's grandmothers, like 2 of them I'm saying, and there's a bunch of, actually there's way more than that. There's a bunch of grandmothers. I'm saying like 10. But the point is that so their great grandmothers are going back and back and back and back and back and back. But there's a whole bunch of so they're saying explain further. I'm a little ungrounded, so just give me a second. Thank you. Okay, so my mamaw, that's a southern slang term for one of my grandmothers, is helped me a lot, and so have other people that have passed over on my spiritual journey. I don't always see them, but sometimes I ask them to help me with things. and they will help me with things. Because you're like me, they're saying. So when you start doing any kind of spiritual work, and you're doing spiritual work, even if you don't consciously know you're doing spiritual work, you're still doing it. So you have their attention. They're helping us anyways, but they're saying they're much more happier when we are doing these kind of things, even if it's while we're asleep or whatever. A lot of us do this anyways. So the thing is that they're saying ask for what you need. Ask for whatever it is you need, ask. You may see things starting to move. And I'm getting to is that so certain people may be leaving your life right now. I have a theory on this because it seems to be happening with me and some people I know. And it doesn't mean they're leaving. They're probably some of these people are going to come back later on. But to the older souls, these things tend to happen first. And then it kind of goes down the line. And I'm not trying to say one is better than the other by any stretch of the imagination. But still, it seems to happen to the people who have been here for a long time, or in this universe for a long time, they're saying. It happens to us first, and then it goes down the line. So if people start leaving your life, some people don't be too stressed out about that, because it's part of the process. I understand it can be stressful. It's been stressful for me. But the people that you need to be there will be there right now at this journey point in your life. Whew. Okay.
Let him go. Let him go. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry. Okay. And next up we have, and guys, we still have openings, $35. It is linked in StreamYard and Facebook. And let's see. Next up we have Laura Gomez.
Okay. Hello, Laura. Feeling in, darling. Laura, as I'm tapping into your energy, first I want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up so we can be of service. I'm tapping into your energy and I'm getting this feeling that you have swam through so much muck in your lifetime. Like you've just been through a lot. It's kind of like what you've experienced, earlier in life is like, if it can go wrong, it did go wrong. And it definitely looked like that on the surface, and you probably experienced it like that on the, as it was happening. As you're moving through and coming into like this next phase of your life, you're starting to see how all of your experiences, even the difficult ones, have benefited you. I'm feeling like you have been really slowed down in life. Like you've had opportunities slip away. You've had to, it's like you've had to work extra hard. Like you just really had to push through a lot of dense energy in your life. And it feels like maybe you haven't had the opportunities, or the opportunities that did come to you were like kind of swiftly taken away from you. They slipped out of your grasp. And it just feels like a lot of hard work is what I'm getting. A lot of hard work moving through this lifetime. You're starting to see how that has really benefited you. It has made you incredibly strong and grounded and diligent. You really are thorough in the way that you express your energy and like live your life. And you're going to continue to see the benefits of that. As you see the benefits of your struggle, as you see the benefits of the hardships that you've experienced in your life and how the gifts that they have revealed themselves to be over time, that energy is going to open up and open up. I feel an opening up and things getting easier and easier and easier as you move forward through your life, because you have this tremendous wealth of wisdom and experience to bring to bear, because it didn't come easy to you, because you always had to work a little extra hard to get where you were going, because you didn't have things handed to you. It feels like you like that is gonna that really it's like sharpened you. Like I'm seeing an image of like a knife sharpener, sharpening of a knife. It sharpened you, and so things are going to get easier. You're still going to be running into challenges in your lifetime. That's just your lived experience. Like you're here for a dense, challenging experience, but it doesn't have to be a struggle. You can you're coming to understand that the challenges no longer have to be a struggle for you. And they're just going to continue to make you strong and hone you and take you into the rest of your life. And you're going to you're gaining so much wisdom, so much knowledge, so much divine experience just in this lifetime. This lifetime alone, you are packing in a ton, darling. You're just really packing in a lot. So even, it feels like there have been times, and maybe you've been feeling that recently, where you're just like, come on, give me a break here. Like I'm tired of working this hard. And just know that, like, even though you get tired, you're allowed to take a break. You're allowed to stop, rest, breathe, and then get back up and get at it. But you chose this lifetime because of how much benefit is coming to you, your soul, your being, and also how much you are benefiting the collective. Every time we come into a body and we learn our lessons and we have these intense experiences and expand ourselves, we are expanding all of creation. So your experience is an important one. And you're doing great with it. So rest when you need to. You'll never give up. It's not how you're wired. But don't be afraid to rest. Resting is not giving up, is what I'm getting for you. Resting is not giving up. Okay, let me pull some cards. Cards. The Lovers. All right. 5 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Magician. Wow, these are really, that was Judgment. Dang, lots of really good cards. What I'm getting from this spread is this is a time, because your life is, because you are going to be taking on big challenges, because you have, that's always going to show up for you. Don't do things you don't love. Don't pursue jobs, projects, relationships that do not light you up and just light your fire. You have to do what you love in this lifetime, because that's the strength that you have. That's what you have strength for. So do what you love. Don't be afraid to do it alone. Your people are coming. If you walk away from jobs, careers, relationships, friends, community, whatever it is, because it's not what you love and you're just sticking around because you want the company, you have to have the courage to let that go. And when you do, when you pursue what you love, when you have the courage to pursue what you love, the right people are going to show up to support you. You'll have an incredibly strong network and an incredibly strong community. And that is how your life is going to continue to feel like open, easier and easier and easier. There will always be challenges, but when you have the courage to pursue what you love and just go for it and make that decision and make that commitment, all your people show up, all the structures show up to support you, and you really enhance your manifesting capabilities. All righty, over to Thomas.
Laura, there's a dragon around you. How do I explain this? Because I'm looking at the card, but then the dragon appeared. He's saying he has some connection with you. He's portraying himself as green and gold and purple. I don't know why. I have to say the colors. But you can work with him. He's saying you can ask him for help. You've worked with him in other lifetimes. He's showing me the galaxy, so it's obviously other lifetimes that are out there in the universe, other planets, and also in Lemuria. He's saying, so Lemuria was sister city to Atlantis. So he worked with you there in some capacity, he's saying. But the key for you right now, and this is something I had to say to a client earlier too, is that, and I know it sucks, but meditation is key, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's key for everyone. So if anyone saw me on TikTok yesterday, I was outside. Probably one of the best lives I've done in a long time, because I haven't done one of those in a long time. But I was grounded. Which leads me to this card, which is going beyond normal. You're going to have an idea, but they're saying you're going to have to quiet your mind. And this is for everyone in the feed. You're going to have to quiet your mind. Everything that's happening in the world right now, we're being hardwired not to be silent. We're being hardwired to just constantly be looking at things and listening and have no time to actually internalize our own thoughts. And that's just social media, that's internet, whatever. But at the same time, this was this way in the past with the TV and the radio. It's all a matter of balance. And that's what they're talking about. So anything can be used for good purposes or bad purposes. It's all how you look at it. But they're asking you to really they're saying take 1 or 2 days a week and just get outside and be still. It's going to drive you crazy. But no skills learned, I'm just channeling, no skills learned until you try. So just get out there and try it. Now I'm going to give you some, I'm going to channel some energy, sorry. Okay. Also, there's a man. I don't know if he's there yet. I don't know if you're dating someone, Laura. I don't know. There's someone that may be coming in to help you. It may be romantic. It may not. I'm not sure on this, but I'm getting a massive yes on this. And he may just be there to help you spiritually. It may be a lover. I don't know. I don't know if you have a boyfriend. So. But here we go. And now. Okay. Okay. Whew. Let me check my PayPal real quick. Yes, I need more time. Next up, we have. Thank you, Laura, for being here, dear.
Thank you, Laura.
Next up, we have Misty Soto Cruz.
Hi, beautiful Misty. I was thinking about you earlier, probably because you were showing up here. You popped into my head. That's great. Okay, Misty. Let me just clear out a little bit here, my dear. Oh, okay. I feel a lot of uncertainty in the energy. I feel like, what is this? Misty, honey, will you take a deep breath with me? And will you consciously just pull down any walls or defenses that you might have up that you might not be aware of? Just intend and ask for those to come down so that I can tap into your energy. I keep feeling like I want to go in, and today it feels like slippery. And I feel like and I start to feel like unsure of myself, insecure. And I feel like that's what I'm picking up, is feeling unsure of yourself. Unless it's me, but just work with me here and let's see if I can pierce this energy. Let's see if I can move into this energy a little more deeply. Okay, I'm feeling energy in the heart. Thank you. And I'm feeling it in the throat. I feel like your confidence has been rocked. I feel like it's been rocked by a person in your life. I feel like it could be, it's very much feels like, now and then it gets slippery. Okay, I'm going to stick with it. Your confidence has been rocked by somebody. Your heart feels sort of splayed open because of this experience, which, while disconcerting and painful and vulnerable, is actually a really positive thing. Like, the experience you've been through that is making you feel vulnerable and like you've been sort of emotionally rocked and splayed open is by divine design, because it's time for that heart to open. Your heart wouldn't be opening unless it was ready to be open. I do feel a block in the throat center. I feel like you're not talking about this. I feel like it would be very helpful for you to talk about the hurt, the blasting, kind of the, oh my God, like it feels a bit like shocking, like off-putting, can we give you're like you don't have a strong center since this experience. It feels like it was unexpected. It kind of went, whoa, oh my God. It doesn't feel like it's, necessarily devastating, but it does feel like it's eating at you. And the blocked throat tells me that you need to talk about it. You need to get it out. You're going to get perspective just by talking about it. I also feel energy in the power center. So I feel like having, it'll help with your confidence in yourself if you talk to the right people about it. So talk to people who are your friends, people who you trust, people who will reflect the truth back to you, but in an empowering way. What you don't need right now, and I think you intuitively know this, which is why you're keeping quiet, is you don't need anybody to like invalidate your experience or tell you to buck up or whatever. You need somebody to listen and to reflect back to you what you're experiencing, validate your experience, and then be willing to hold the space while you do the churning that needs to happen. This is a breaking open moment. It feels sort of karmic. It feels like it really has to do with that intense astrological conjunction we just had with the Uranus, Mars, and North Node all hitting together in Taurus. It feels like this is how that impacts you. It feels like it's a breaking open. So everything is fine, but Spirit is just asking you to like talk to somebody about it who you trust, because that will really help you in the process of integrating this experience and moving forward from it. It's a subtle life change, but it's a profound one. So it's not one of those like about face moments where like your whole world is upended and turns upside down, but it's a subtle, pervasive shift that is going to result in your life from this heart opening, albeit painful experience that you've had. So let me pull some cards now. Shuffle, shuffle. What else do we need to know from Misty? What else do we need to know? Oh yeah. So I mean, this is something like, I feel like, so I got the Lovers card here. So it's another person rocked your confidence and rocked your faith in them and your faith in the commitment that you shared. We have the Five of Pentacles here, which is like on your own, feeling like you don't have anybody, like you've been sort of cast out. I feel like a commitment has been seriously called into question. But we have the Magician here as well, which is again about communication, and the Son of Wands, which is about self-confidence. Okay, having confidence in yourself. So communicating is going to be, the cards are really just kind of affirming what I was picking up. As far as this connection, this person that I'm feeling, it feels like you may decide to walk away from that commitment, from what you committed to, because something was revealed, is what I'm getting. I feel like something was revealed. So there you go for that one, darling. Over to you, Thomas.
Give me a second, Misty. Reiterate what Ingrid said. Patience is key. They're going to have me repeat some things they're saying before I do energy work on you. So me and you are kind of going through the same thing in just different ways, my guides are saying. Is that we're seeing there's certain things in our lives that are no longer working. They're still working, but they're just not working as well, if that makes sense. And it's time to start looking at things outside of the box, but also having faith in the process of where you're going and where you're moving into. Things may seem a little shaky right now, but that doesn't mean that you're not in a good place, like internally. Just because things seem shaky doesn't mean that you're not shaking. Like, you're not shaking, it's just things are shaking around you. I think a lot of people are feeling this right now. But at the same time, it's getting you to question what's real, what's going to be real for you in the future, and what's not going to be real for you in the future. And what you're going to accept, they say be more precise. What you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept in your life anymore. That's the key. I'm seeing a boy too. A man, a boy, whatever. I'm saying boy for a reason, I think. And you don't need to put up with that. But that's up to you. Because someone almost slapped me in the face when I said that. So it's up to you what you want to do with that. So guys, back off, please, whoever the fuck you are. Get out. So, but stay in tune with your wisdom. Stay in tune with who you are. Because there's a lot of gifts available for you right now. And they're saying that you can start to manifest what it is you want to have happen in your life. Look at any of these videos, YouTube manifestation techniques. There's a million different ways to manifest things. And there's plenty of books. But the point is that it's going to be a bit shaky, but you're going to make it out of this just fine, because what you learn from this is going to serve you very well in the future. And they're going to reiterate what Ingrid said. So what you learn from your confidence is going to serve you very well in the future. Now, there's a bunch of cords connected to you, dear. We're going to remove some of those cords. I say we, I'm channeling. And say I accept, Misty. Tap in. Remove. Recalibrate. Light. Heart chakra. Emerald ray. And the pink ray of love. Thank you. Whew. Got it. Okay, thank you. And clear. Recalibrate light. Thank you. Thank you, Misty.
Thank you, Misty.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was saying thank you, Misty, as well.
Okay. Kylie, if you would like a reading, it is a $35 donation. I see you commenting on StreamYard. So it is $35 donation for reading and healing. And we're going to see if we have anybody else on the list right now. We still have openings, guys. It is linked in Facebook and StreamYard. Next up, we have Tammy Wilson.
Hey, Tammy. Okay. All right, Tammy, I'm feeling a lot of tingles in the third eye and even a little bit up, like kind of between the third eye and the crown. And then I'm feeling energy in the power center and in the throat. Okay, we're bouncing all around here. What's going on? Help me tap into Tammy's lived experience to her expression. Thank you. You have a lot of strength. You're very strong, very warrior-like, you have a lot of masculine energy, which is not a bad thing. It's just part of your expression. And being in that, having that kind of expression in the body you're in I feel like there's been some challenges with that, but there's also just been a lot of strength that you've cultivated. I'm feeling pressure in the head again, like a headache. I feel like a headache coming on. So this third eye is about your intuition. It's about trusting what you see, trusting your perspective. Feel the power center again. So confidence in that, confidence in what you see and your perspective. And you have, like, I'm just pulling in this, like, I mean, you're very direct and sure. And then you question yourself immediately. And that's conditioning. That's not really you. You have a lot of power, a lot of personal power. You pack a punch, honey, you pack a punch. And Spirit is encouraging you, asking you to start to become aware of where you're stopping yourself and you're pulling your power back, and where you're not trusting yourself and you're not voicing what you're seeing and how you're seeing it and calling it like it is. I just got that really clearly. Spirit wants you to call it like it is when you see it and how you see it. And here's the thing. You don't have to worry about whether you're right or wrong, because you can't know the truth until you verbalize your truth, until you speak your truth. And only then is it available for it to be expanded upon, because it's not just wrapped up in your own little ecosystem here. It's out in the world and it can then be expanded upon. So I see this visual of you like stomping through tall grass, like moving through tall grass, and you're around water, and it's kind of a marshy image, or like a pond, it's like there's a body of water and you're stomping through the tall grass. And I feel like that might mean something to you in particular, but when I interpret that, I feel like that's saying, like, you can stomp down that grass. It's like you're just stomping down the grass and carving your path. You're building the road as you walk in front of you. So to summarize, Spirit is showing me that you have a lot of personal power. You have keen perspective. You see BS. You have the ability to call BS out And Spirit is saying, please start calling that BS out. Start speaking up. Start calling it like you see it. Start calling it like you see it. That's how you expand creation. That's what you're here to do. Like, that's the essence you're here to bring into the world, is calling it like you see it. And through calling it like you see it, even if you don't see the whole big picture, even if you're wrong, even if you're not seeing it accurately or from all sides, that's still an important energy for you to bring into the world, because truth expands from there. Like, you're an expander of truth by calling it like you see it. And then you will see it more, bigger, right? So that's the energy I'm picking up. I'm going to pull some cards for you. What else does Spirit have for Tammy today? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the Emperor, the Daughter of Wands, and Temperance. Okay, so there is self-care required for you right now. You got to take care of yourself, because you do pack such a punch. You can get a lot of pushback, and you can take on a lot of energy from other people, because as tough as you are, you're also sensitive. Okay, you're also taking on energy. So when people are kind of blown back by the way you're calling it, or they're not used to that forcefulness, or that, you know, the way that you're bringing it through, then you are going to need to take time for yourself. Solitude is important for you. But you're really, you know, you have the ability to build something solid with your life, just by speaking up, just by calling it like you're saying, by being the little baddie that you are. But self-care is a requirement, nurturing that softer side. Not nurturing, honoring that softer side of you that most people probably don't see, because they're busy seeing your strength, and kind of being almost overwhelmed by the strength you bring. So don't minimize that anymore. Ace of Swords here tells me that this is a you never thought you would like hear this. You know, this is like, it's been such a knee-jerk response in your life to just hold back, because people don't like that. You know, people don't like that. But it doesn't really matter if people like it or not. It's your calling. It's what you're here for. And you're just kind of coming around to like, oh yeah, I could just do that and not worry about it. I could do that. Yes, you can. And you're being encouraged to. Okay, Thomas.
Tammy, sometimes when you have a lot of masculine energy, speaking from somebody who knows, maybe too much sometimes, is that, as Ingrid said, you get some pushback because people don't see how much we actually care about things and other people. They just see the surface. They see how we act. It's important for you to receive. So receiving is a very feminine energy. Giving is a very masculine energy. At least that's how I was taught. So, and I'm seeing this card's coming up for a reason. Receiving. And it's a very obviously feminine card. Number 2. Now I'm going to say it like I've said it before, but you have the sacred fool, and then you have listening for truth. If you notice something with these last 2 cards, she's naked. This is about embracing your femininity, they're saying. Embracing the feminine energy around you. And I can hear you. You're like, I am embracing that. Still, there's more to embrace, they're saying. Okay, they're showing me visions. So you don't have to cut people's heads off. There's a very good power in being masculine.
So what's wrong with it?
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it can be misinterpreted, and it can be very powerful. But it can sometimes be a detriment. It can sometimes be a very good thing. I mean, it can be very powerful. But they keep having me go with this. But they're saying be like the wolf, be like the hunter. Oh, I get it. You don't always have to show your hand. Do you feel like you're being pushed back against? You don't always have to like push back. You can kind of sidestep, and as I would say, like in fantasy books, like a rogue. He comes in from behind you with a cloak of invisibility and stabs you. because sometimes you can handle the problem from a different perspective, is what they're saying. It doesn't have to be full force in front of you. And I don't know why I have to keep going with this, Tammy, but the thing is that also is that people that know people like us that are that can be very masculine, they expect us to come forward. They don't expect us to do anything else. They get very confused when we play different games. When I play, let's just give you an example. I can't say what it is exactly, but I don't always come in forward. Yeah, I do sometimes, but sometimes I come in like 4 different angles and people don't even know what to expect if I'm dealing with a situation. Because they don't expect me to do that. They're not going to expect you to do that. Don't know why I need to go there, but it's important. And I'm feeling some kind of weird disconnect. What's up, Michael? Oh, she's right there. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to do a bit of energy work on you, Tammy. Just say I accept. And now. Give me the Reiki balance symbol. It's been a while since I've used Reiki. And now. You have plenty of power, but they're trying to balance the different sides of energy within you. It's going through different chakras, heart chakra, sacral, solar plexus, root. Didn't you say something about her third eye? Mm-hmm. Ooh, I can feel that. Okay. Release. Recalibrate. Release the crown chakra. Bring in the energy of your inner child. Just a tiny bit, tiny bit. Now. Okay, beautiful. Got it. Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Tammy. Such a pleasure.
Thank you, Tammy, so much. Let's see what we got next up on the roster. Guys, we still have availability. It's $35 donation. Next up, we have
Soul Treats. Is that what you said? Yeah, Soul Treats. Right on. Okay, Soul Treats. Oh, okay. So I'm wanting to, I'm feeling tension in my neck. Like I feel like I want to crack my neck. I want to crack my neck. You are, you're, what is that? Like when I do that, usually that happens to me when I come out of meditation, and it's because I've got shrugged off some energy that I was carrying. So I feel like you're shrugging off. You're in the process of shrugging off energy that you've been carrying around that you don't need to carry around. Just because you can carry it doesn't mean you should carry it. And I think you're becoming really hyper aware of that. I feel like you've done a lot of work in terms of like letting go of the big stuff that you carried. Like earlier in life, you would just carry everything. And it was almost like, not quite like a martyr, but like it had that kind of energy, and you became aware of that and you stopped doing that. You said, that's nonsense. I'm not doing it. And now you're fine tuning. Like there's little layers, like a film of energy that is not yours. And you're like, I'm just taking that off right now. And it feels like that fine tuning is a really potent part of your overall big picture. The word destiny is on one of the books across the way, and that caught my eye. Big destiny, like what you're moving towards, what you're intending for and aiming for, is you have to be really clear in your energy. It has to be just you. Only you can go through that portal. Any energy you're carrying is going to prevent you from going through that portal. And whether you've looked at it this way or not, in that specific way, you have learned that you've got this, you've got that, So Spirit is just affirming that you really are letting go. you're getting very good at just sloughing off any like little bit of energy that you wouldn't have noticed in the past. You're getting good at sloughing that off. And so you're getting really clean. You're getting really energetically clean is what I'm getting, which feels really yummy because it feels like kind of, the image I'm getting is like going into before you go into a clean room, you have to sterilize. So you have to go in and like, get totally, your whole body needs to be like washed off and sterile before you can go into the clean room. That's the image I'm getting. So that's what I'm pulling through. It's like, you're just getting really clean for this next wave of energy, this next frequency that you are expanding into. And you're going to have to maintain that cleanliness, that energetic cleanliness. And you're getting really good at it. So for me, I don't know if this is true for you, but see if this resonates. They're having me tell you about this. So maybe it is. I literally, when I clear off some energy, I want to move. I want to like do this and maybe even like crack some joints or something. I want to stretch. It's like, that's my indication. Like, oh, good. I let some go. And I often get that, almost always get that after I meditate. I know I've cleared something out. Okay. Cards for you, darling. What else do we need to know for soul treats? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, the star. The Hermit. Okay, you're clearing, you're doing the work. The 10 of Cups is going to make you really happy. Son of Swords and the 4 of Cups. Okay, it's happening. You're the bow being pulled back right now. As soon as it flies, it's going to move really fast. So try and get into appreciation of this slowing down, this cleaning house before it launches. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. The only gotcha here is your own impatience that comes up. Okay, don't be impatient. It's going to be great. It's going to go so fast. It's going to go so fast. Look at this. This is like this this owl, this wisdom is flying towards its goal. It cannot be stopped. It's being held by gravity and all the wonderful things. So you got this. This is really, really good. This is just a momentary inner. It's coming, darling. It's coming.
Soul treat. I don't know if you're on live. You're gonna watch this later. I got a bunch of messages for you. Number one's Jesus. You're gonna laugh at this. It's Jesus. I don't know why. It's the only card that's sitting out of my deck. It's Jesus. You need. It says, "Be the love you wish to receive." I don't even think that's the message. The message is Jesus. They just keep saying Jesus over and over again. Okay. Anyways. Okay. We're all going through this purging, and it's scaring us. Whatever that purging is, they're saying that means to us individually. It's like we're having, okay, they're going back to Chiron. You know who Chiron is, Lee Carroll? Soul Treats. So Chiron has said this before. There's going to come a time when our higher selves are more in control. This is why we're purging ourselves of energies. I'm just channeling for those who don't know what I'm doing. That we no longer need or no longer serve us. We're purging these energies so we can become further in alignment with who we are. Because this is going to bring about a new way of us living. But we have to go through this process first. And they're saying we understand how hard this is for you, for all of us. Correction. And it is. It sucks. First one to say it. Fucking sucks. But it is what it is. What are you pointing at that? But through that purging comes inspiration. And then through that inspiration comes the dream. And through the dream comes whatever it is you truly want. She feels she knows. And then the rest is up to you, they're saying, because I can't find the right card. This is the next part of the cycle. Okay. So, soul treats. I'm going to refill your battery a bit. So tap me into the Source Codex. That's a new one. Now, You're going to feel it over the next, like, as you watch this, you may be listening to it right now, they're saying, but you're going to feel your energy start to rise. Like your battery looks like it's at like 75, 60% is what I'm seeing. It's going to start rising to 100%. I don't know why it's gone down a little bit. I feel like maybe you've pushed yourself a little bit too much, but that's up to you. Do whatever you want. Anyways, so, and I heard that telepathic. Anyway, okay. Anyway, moving on. Thank you, Soul Treat.
Thank you, Soul Treats.
And hello, Angie Rain. We're going to see if we have anyone else that has donated. I think we still have openings, guys. If we will take one or two more people at the most, and let us know. It is in the comments as well as is in the feed. So what's going on with you, Ingrid?
I got a really cool trip coming up around this weekend, but I still can't talk about.
No.
I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah.
But you'll find out. Everybody will find out. That's kind of preoccupying me outside of this.
Yeah.
So got that going on.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week.
It has. It's been a bit of an ass kicker.
Yeah.
Oof. I had my little girl wounding come up, which was super uncomfortable and vulnerable feeling. I don't know if anybody else experienced that. We had that astrological conjunction with the Uranus, North Node, and Mars, and it was getting real cozy with my natal Chiron, my wounded healer. So I had all the goddamn triggers, but I feel better now that I've had them. It's like it was a heart opening, you know. It was, for me, it felt like it, because those sort of last remnants of wah poor me stuff was sifting around in there. It got brought to the surface, and I really felt this incredible detachment. Like I let go of this black cord that had been trailing me from old hurts, like way old hurts. And I felt like I let it go after I got triggered all to hell. So it was good. It was just challenging.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff I've had to look at.
Yeah.
And I haven't exactly been happy about it.
Right. No, shadow work is not really fun, but it sure is worth it. Letting go of that garbage, because we have no idea how much it weighs us down until we let it go, and then we're so free. It's worth it.
Yeah, and I've learned I have to be a little bit more humble.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's really the verbiage. And Carol, yeah, I see your donation. So, but I don't know if humble is the right word. I've been arguing this with myself and other people. I think we're all made a certain way for a certain reason. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about like ego, right? Like the perception of the ego. Is that what you're getting at?
Maybe the perception people have of you, but that may not be the actual perception of who you are.
Yeah, I think that's very often true.
They're saying it might be like a Gemini. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any Geminis out there, but they're two different people.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna see one of them. I mean, most people are two different people, but Geminis are like two separate different people. So you might only see one of those people. You don't see the other person. But there's a reason why. I feel, at least at times. Not everyone needs to see what you feel inside. Because they'll use it to their advantage, my guides are saying.
Some people will, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we do have Carol Jacobs.
Oh, Carol, yay. Should we dive in? Let's dive in for Carol. Let's dive in for Carol. Okay, Carol, what do we got? Carol's experience, her expression. Okay, I see a vision of you scaling Mount Everest. Okay, you're at the bottom of Mount Everest. It's like I see that in this vision, they're very specifically showing me you're moving up the mountain and you haven't hit the snow yet. So you're pretty low on the elevation. And because it's Mount Everest, you know, tallest mountain in the world, because it's the tallest mountain, you have to take your time and go carefully. Watch each step. Instead of focusing on the tip, focus on your feet. You know what to keep, you know, check in to make sure you're moving in the right direction. You need to focus on one step at a time. It feels like you are making big shifts in your life. You're making big shifts internally. You're making big shifts externally. And these shifts are going to take time. They should take time, because if you want them to be grounded in and to last throughout the rest of your life, they need to take time. They need to go slow. You cannot move quickly through this process. So just know that you're at the bottom of the mountain, but you're making progress, and pay attention to one step at a time. Stay in the moment, stay present, knowing where you intend to go. And for me, that always comes to, how do I want to feel? How do I want to feel? Know how you want to feel, and it becomes more clear the direction that you need to go in order to foster a life that supports that feeling instead of takes away from that feeling. What's important to you? Do you want to feel connected? Do you want to feel loved? Do you want to feel free? What is it to you? What is important to you? And you'll be able to start taking steps towards that life, and to go slow. And Spirit says to me that it will happen faster than you think it will, but not as fast as you want it to. That's divine timing for you. Faster than you think it will, but not as fast as you want to. But it's okay. You're doing it, and you're making progress, and you're really like you're on your way to a real triumph, a real personal triumph. I'm seeing you now at the top of the mountain with a flag. I've got the top of Mount Everest, right? That's where you are. That's where you're headed, and you're going to get there. And you will get there more effectively and groundedly and in a longer lasting manner if you stay focused on where your feet are right now, and one step at a time. Step, step, step. That will be really helpful to you. So stay present. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards for you. Okay. The card that I noticed first was the one on the bottom of the deck, which was the Seven of Swords. You've been deceived. You've been deceived, and you know it. And it's causing you to make some changes. It's causing you to move forward and make some changes. This is energy around like your well-being, giving and receiving, you know, the work that you've been doing, how the direction that you've been moving forward, moving into your life has been called into question, is what I'm getting because of this deception. But this is not a bad thing. It is forcing you to change direction and to work on what really matters to you. And it's ultimately going to bring you to the Empress. Okay. You're closing out a cycle, and it's coming to a close. You noticed it because of this deception. This deception was a painful but important experience for you to go through. You need to work on letting go of what was, letting go of what you thought it was going to be, and all the expectations you had piled on this deception, and begin to move in the direction that you want to go. Because this experience, this relationship, whatever it is, you know, the deception that has occurred, it is not what you thought it was. And the sooner you can accept that and release it, the sooner you're going to be able to focus more concretely on building the life, getting to the life that you want to live, that you want to experience. And it's a really sweet one. It doesn't get much better than the Empress in terms of comfort and abundance and luxury.
Okay. Seems to be a running thing. Things are going to be shaken up a little bit for you. They already are. There's things changing around you. You're not quite sure what's happening, but it's happening for a reason. It's happening to all of us for a reason. I don't even want to pull a card, but I'm going to. Inspiration. Yeah, through that you're going to find inspiration, but that's not the key here. What is the key? They're saying the key is what you make of what's happening around you. Because there's things you're questioning about your life and what you're doing and where you are and how your life's going. And I think everyone's doing this. I keep seeing videos of people that like literally want to get in their car and drive off in the woods.
Some of us do it.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys survive in 100-degree heat, but anyways, but there's plenty of videos of it. But they're saying you don't need to do that right now. They're saying just ride this wave because it's going to lead somewhere. But there's going to be a lot of internal introspection about where you want to go and what you want to be and what you want to do. You can also, as I said earlier to somebody else, you can ask your ancestors and the people that have passed on for help. They will help you. What everyone hates me saying. Meditation is key. I'm going to say it once. I'm going to say it again. Meditation is key. And I like that Michael I ride my bicycle in the Texas heat. I know it's hot outside. I still go outside and I meditate in 100 degrees. There's no excuse for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
Same. It's an absolute priority for me as well. Every day, I have to have that time with spirit.
There's no excuse. But you have to be willing to do it. And what I'm afraid of with a lot of people is spirit, God, universe is pressing them to do this and they're not. And eventually it's going to become so hard they're going to have to. I say get ahead of this before it becomes a priority. Make it a priority before spirit makes it a priority for you. Coming in a little strong, I apologize, but this is what they want me to say. And there is a key. So you'll feel this energy. Say I accept, Carol. The key's on my finger. Some people that are clairvoyant will see it. There's an alien giving it to me too. I don't know why I need to tell you that. And now, just to Carol, please. Just put it in her hand, and when she's ready, her higher self will know what to do with it. Or she will. There. Beautiful. Let me clear my finger. As healers, I'm sure Ingrid knows this. Sometimes after we heal, we have to clear ourselves. I got some Florida water here. Just clear my hands up. Anyways, okay, next up. Thank you, Carol, for being here.
Thank you, Carol.
Michael, you're not old, man. You need to calm down.
Okay. Cool your jets.
Okay, what's next? Okay, next up we have, I think Amber. I don't know how to say your last name, Amber. It's AGORASTOS.
I got nothing.
Amber, you are next, dear. You've been on the live feed before.
Okay, beautiful Amber. Amber, what have we got here? Okay, so I'm wanting to, spirit is giving me the impression of a cough, a deep cough, like coughing something out. Sweetheart, you have energy in here, and it is not good energy. It's down here. It literally needs to be expelled. Like when I'm talking about people bringing on energy, it's different than what I'm feeling here in you. It feels like I don't know if it's I don't know what it is, but it feels physical. I can almost feel it. It feels prickly, and it's down here, just below the heart here in the rib cage, and it wants to be coughed up like a hairball. So coughing, what I'm getting for you is ceremony. You need to go into a ceremony with somebody who knows what they're doing to help you expel this energy, and you're literally going to purge it. You might throw up, you might cough, you might you might do all kinds of stuff. Like, it doesn't have to include medicine. It doesn't have to include plant medicine, but I see smoke. I see potentially smoking, like maybe smoking tobacco. I feel like tobacco might be something that'll be really helpful in dislodging this. You've got something hanging on to you that needs to get out. It's ready to come out. Your frequency is raising and ready to come out. When it comes out, you will be able to speak again, is what I'm getting. You'll be able to speak again. So I feel like that is, I feel like it's been just like clamping down your voice. Like you haven't been able to speak your truth. You got something, Thomas?
Ingrid, can I do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I mean, yeah, as long as that feels good, Amber. But this needs to come out. That's the big thing that I'm getting. I'm going to turn it over to Thomas right now because he's feeling that energy and wants to work on you. So let's go ahead and do that because this is the number one priority as far as spirit is concerned.
Amber, I can't. No, thank you. I can do it in a session because it's going to take me a lot of work to do it. But if you go to ThomasSawyer.com, I can help you with that. They're saying I can help to begin the process of it.
Yeah, that's good.
But I can help you remove it. I excel. You can just do a normal appointment, and I'll take care of it.
You need, and if I could just interject again, I like ritual. Ritual is a really important, like you're creating a pathway to remove this thing and it's going to come out of you. Like I'm just seeing incense burning. I'm here, I'm getting like the whole like candles and the whole ambiance is everything is going to help you expel it. It's ready to come out. It's not hurting you in the sense that it's like causing major destruction in your life. It's just closing off your voice. And your frequency is expanding to the point where this thing is like it's easier to come out now. You can dislodge it. And I don't want you to feel afraid. This is shit that happens sometimes. It's just not a big deal. It's like if you had, a parasite, that you wouldn't beat yourself up for. It's like, oh, that happened. Okay. It's just an energetic form of that. And it's going to be pretty easy to dislodge, but make it a priority because you're ready for it and your voice is wanting to open up. Time to open up your voice.
I'm taking a look at it. Lemon water, number one. A lot of cultures do this. They cut up lemons and they put them around the place so they absorb negativity. I say actually drink the lemon water. It's going to help with this process. I'm going to help with some energy. I can't fully dislodge this thing unless I'm in an appointment, they're saying, because it's going to take me about an hour, at least 30 minutes or so. Okay, Amber, I want you to say I accept. I know you're afraid, they're saying. Don't be afraid. So let me explain something, Amber, to everyone on the feed that's watching. 80 to 90% of people have some form of an attachment. It's just reality. They have some form of, you want to call it an energetic, emotional, mental, any 80 to 90%, that's my opinion, have some form of an attachment. And it's up to you if you want to rid yourself of that. So, but for you, this will help you start moving further into your power, they're saying. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to send some archangels over to do the work. Send in Michael. There. What's up, Anubis? Anubis has made an appearance. What's up, man? Send in Serpus Bay. She needs a female. Okay. Callie. Well, I guess it's not all archangels today. And who else? Another female. Give me the goddess Brigitte. Send to her, not to me. Connect. You're going to feel that your heart start to heat up, Amber. Is there something going on with your health, Amber? I can't see any of your comments.
I don't see any comments from Amber either.
Yeah. I feel like she's being silent for a reason. What's up, Antonio? I feel like there's something going on with your health too. We can help with that as well. So, anyways, if you want to schedule a session, ThomasSawyer.com, and just pick the first session, the cheapest one. I'll help you out. It's not a big deal. So, and saying you're going to be fine. I really would like you to go swimming if you can. I don't know how you're feeling like internally, but like if you can get into the ocean or river or something of that nature that you feel comfortable getting into, like in Alabama, I go swimming in this waterfalls and there's a river and a lot of people swim in it. Safe river. There's not crocodiles like in Savannah. But the point is that, yeah, or I go in the ocean. The ocean's safe. So, anyways, yeah, I want you to get into some water because it's going to help clear out some stuff too. Ingrid, can you ask him if I'm missing something? Because I feel like I'm missing something.
Yes, and you don't need to worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to solve the whole problem. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, dear, yeah, this ThomasSawyer.com. You can find it on my profile. Anyways, thank you for being here, dear.
Thank you, Amber.
And let me check my PayPal again. Hopefully it's not. Don't have to reboot it. And that would be it, I believe.
Perfect.
Anything to add, Miss Ingrid?
What was that?
Anything to add before we go?
Nope. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning, so I'm a little bushed. I'm ready to kind of sleep it off. But I really appreciate being here. I was setting mad intentions and calling in elementals. Like one of my students, actually, one of my clients yesterday, she knew I was flying today. She said, remember to call in the elementals. Everybody has a dragon. And I was like, we do have a dragon. So I played with that today, and all my flights traveling went totally seamless. And because I wanted to make sure I was landed for our live tonight.
Beautiful. Yep. Everything worked out.
Everything worked out great. And hey, folks, if you want to get to know me more, be a part of my circle, please join my email list. It's on the homepage of my website. I would love to connect with you. I try and send out a newsletter every week. I send out specials. I let you know about like events. It's all first goes to my email list. So if you want to be friends, that's where you'll find me.
And I will be fleshing out probably a Facebook group and some other stuff as well.
Cool.
Soon, because as I said, things are changing for all of us. And it's time, they're saying. So, anyways, it's a lot of energy. I don't want to channel an ancient being. Okay, anyways, but yes, so thank you everyone for being here. We will be back Tuesday.
See you Tuesday. Big love. Thank you.
Peace out, everyone. Bye-bye.